If you have the tiger in your chart for 2024, can't really afford to stay still, guys. Need to keep hustling. More in just a minute, but first allow me a quick minute to introduce myself. Thank you for watching. My name is Pauline Cheng and I am a 八字 and Feng Shui practitioner, and I use Chinese metaphysics to empower, not to disempower. So before we get into the nitty-gritty for the tiger, how about you take a quick second to subscribe and smash the notification bell, and don't forget to like this video too, okay? That will help me a lot. Hey, I need to hustle too, you know, okay? So let's start by recapping 2023. You may have felt a little underwhelming. There were opportunities, but by goddess, you had to work very hard for it. So no doubt 2023 may have left you feeling a little bit exhausted. If you still have got some fight left in you, then great, because the biggest threat from 2024 may possibly come from the funeral guests. This star carries a double warning. One, it signifies lowered immunity. Basically, you may have overworked yourself and you're now feeling exhausted and depleted. Of course, if that's the case, it's completely okay to allow yourself time to recharge. The other threat of the funeral guest is the follow the crowd mindset that it creates. I'm sure not everyone watching this video has ever been to a Taoist funeral, but pretty much for the family members, wherever the Taoist priest goes, we follow. We follow. Okay, we have no clue what we're doing. Nobody has any clue what's going on. We just follow. Okay, whatever tell us to do, we do. So in this case, you might feel a temptation to just follow the crowd lah. Whatever everyone else is doing, I just follow lah. You know, I'm too tired of forging my own path. If you're going to do this, at least make sure you're following the right crowd. Okay. So the danger from that mindset comes from the presence of the sky cry, which makes you susceptible to other people's negative energy. My physical energy is a bit low, ergo, mental resilience is also low. It's easier to feel discouraged and defeated again. Self-care is the key here. All right, I'm not going to stand here and minimize the effects of the funeral guest and sky cry, because in extreme cases, the two together can morph into anxiety attacks. So please, if you feel the need to take a mental health break, by all means do so. Doesn't make you weak. In fact, having the strength to seek help makes you far stronger than you think you are. So another negative star is the sky dog. Okay, this one warns of possible injuries and accidents, more accident prone, because the physical and mental energy is being depleted. On a separate note, do be careful if you're making big purchases in 2024, like for example, buying a new car, right? Sky dog can denote loss, wastage, defects, or blemishes. So you gotta double check, okay? But if you still have got some chutzpah left in you, that little spark of audacity still flickering, let's talk about how to hustle, right? This is the thriving star in action, right? Traditionally interpreted as wealth opportunities from friends. This is a signal to keep networking. Remember what I said with the funeral guests, if you're gonna follow the crowd, make sure you follow the right crowd, right? More importantly, with the thriving star, be helpable. Have the courage to ask for help. The other name for the thriving star is called hustle, right? So you also have the support of the sky horse. This is a wealth star. It's a moving wealth star. It requires movement. So with the sky horse, some element of travel is required. Of course, you can physically travel, but beyond that, think of strategic expansions or forays into new markets. So secondly, let's think about what the horse means in the olden days, right? It's a mode of transport, a vehicle. So what it's telling you is that you need to find or create a vehicle that can help you with your expansion. So this vehicle could come in many forms, such as, for example, social media platforms. Could it be franchises, foreign investors, networks? That's just off the top of my head, okay? The shape of the vehicle depends on what business you are conducting. Okay, so to summarize for the tiger, if you're going to follow the crowd, please make sure follow the right crowd, okay, and to the best of your ability, do try to hustle and keep moving. It's important because you have wealth stars coming in 2025. So there is hope on the horizon. For 2024, if your energy has been depleted, please take the time to recharge. Self-care is important. Right here, I'm going to borrow a quote from Tony Robbins. No matter how many mistakes you make or how slow your progress, you're still way ahead of others who aren't even trying. Okay, so with Tiger in the year, okay, potential for travel is pretty high if you have the tiger in your year. Here is the opportunity to meet people from different backgrounds, culture, countries, experiences, gain a new perspective. Right? If you look at the year pillar from the lens of industry, from your perspective, my perspective, right? Your industry is a little stagnating in 2024, right? So taking advantage of the low energy levels in your industry, there is room for expansion and growth for those with the audacity to hustle, okay? Because others are not taking action, but you have a distinct advantage. Unfortunately, with the funeral guests, I'm afraid there might be a possibility of hearing bad news from within your social network or distant friends. So do make the effort to reconnect with those whom you may have fallen out of touch with. And since we've got the thriving star, which translates as wealth opportunity from friends, well, at least maintain your networks, but please make sure you network with the right people, okay? If you detect low energy, run, okay? So if the tiger governs your month, which is the career and business pillar, okay, try to find opportunities to be part of projects where you can either travel or work with colleagues from other departments, divisions, or countries. Again, please do your due diligence if you are making a big purchase. The Sky Dog can be a warning about defects. This goes double to those of you who are in the position to approve purchases for your organizations, okay? Be extra careful. But here's the thing. Lack of positive stars simply means that for 1 year, you don't have external support. Okay, nothing here says that you are helpless, right? In a year with limited support, I have to create my own opportunities. Yes, that word again, hustle, right? That's how we use the thriving and sky horse to the limit, right? So let me show you how to hustle. If you need to brainstorm the year and feel the need for more customized information based on your personal Bazi chart, I would love to brainstorm with you. Consult with me takes 2 hours because I invite feedback from you. We interpret the energy and brainstorm together. So it's not about me sitting there telling you what to do. So if you're interested, scan, okay? So if you have the tiger in your day right here, right? Do invest the time and effort in self-care. Listen, none of this is prophetic in nature. It does not have to happen. This is forewarned, is forearmed. Personal energy, physical and mental energy is a little bit low. Time to retreat into the tiger cave and prioritize your personal well-being. How else can we inject some pizzazz into our lives? With the sky horse, go and play lor. All right, have fun with your friends, shake off the doldrums, okay? And last but not least, with the tiger in the hour, when it comes to investments, please do not blindly follow what your friends are doing. This may backfire. Take the trouble to learn the system yourself and really understand the investment vehicle before you commit, right? The hour pillar can also represent children. Their physical and mental resilience may be a bit low in 2024. You may want to pay some attention to that. If you view the hour pillar from the lens of staff, right? People who work under you, oh my goodness, what an unmotivated bunch, right? You need to do something to light the fire under them again, right? So the hour pillar is very much connected to our mental wellness because it also represents our thought patterns and even our self-talk. So with two types of conflicting stars, one wants to expand and the other wants to kind of like, contract. All right, paying attention to your self-talk will be very important in 2024. Okay, so in terms of the stars, not fantastic for the tiger, but I have faith in you. Okay, you can do it. Who needs the stars? Do it yourself, right? Position yourself in such a way where there is still growth no matter how little, all right? So that when the wealth stars return in 2025, I am at the starting line ready to go, right? But if you want more, what can we do together? Well, two things. Firstly, of course, hit me up for a conversation, can brainstorm your chart together. Booking link is in the video description along with the links to my socials. Alternatively, decide. Join myself, Charmaine and Jonas in our annual hackathon, Hack My 2024, where we will be sharing a ton of information by pulling together 八字, Qi and Feng Shui, right? So what I'm sharing with you here is 八字, okay? So the sign up link is in the video description, so do check it out, and I hope to see you in our event. But, well, we can always do with a little help from our friends. Okay, so let's see which of your buddies can help you out. The pig has got some authority, really good for authority if you need approval. Pig. Okay, horse, 100% problem solver. In Korean, they call it Haegulsa. Yeah, you're the problem solver of the year. And the dog, well, apart from being a potential travel buddy, the dog has got some wisdom to share. Okay, cool. So with that, I wish you, regardless of what the stars bring, a successful year in 2024. Until I see you in the next video, you have a great day ahead.